First of all, how was your performance?
It was pretty good. It was a little bit rough. We were kind of the last couple days were a little bit. We had some luggage lost on our flight over here, so we were scrambling around trying to get that before we played because it had cymbals and effects pedals in it and stuff. But we rushed around, got ready, and it was fine. It was good to.
Worked out well.
Yeah, it did. It was good to play and an honor to play at Roadburn, of course. So yeah.
So now you played your new album?
Pretty much, we played most of it, pretty much start to finish, except for Onward Procession off of the new one, which is, it's 20 minutes long, so we couldn't fit that one in. So
it's been quiet around the band for 6 years.
Mm-hmm.
What happened in the meantime?
Well, we in '09 when we did 2 European tours, did quite a bit of touring in the States, and once we got back from the last European tour of that year, we knew something had to change. It just wasn't. There was kind of a tension within the band, and so.
How come?
Well, you know, there's kind of a ambiguous thing that happens in practices with Minsk, and we feel like the music sort of comes through us without us being direct participants in it, if that makes any sense. And it was starting to feel less effortless, I'll say that much. And we knew we pretty much had to get a new drummer. There was a tension there that just wasn't. We had to either make a change or decide to just not do it anymore, and not doing it anymore was not an option for myself. I know that much, and I think Tim felt the same way. And so we thought about it for a while, decided, okay, we don't have to rush anything into any decisions or anything like that. So just took some time to try to figure out what to do, and we came to the decision that we needed a new drummer. And before we made that decision, Aaron, our second guitar player, had joined, and I had been the only guitar player for a while. We started out with 2 guitars, and then kind of continued with just me, and then Aaron joined, and that was really nice, and it kind of lit the fire to start writing new stuff. And so Aaron joined up, and from there we made the decision to move on without our old drummer Anthony, and we just sort of slowly started working on new material. We found a new drummer in Ryan Thomas, and then started writing more and more. It was just sort of like a gradual rise up, and we weren't in any hurry to write a new record. We had nobody, you know, telling us they needed it in any certain time or anything like that. So we decided to take as long as we needed to until we were happy with it. And you know, in that amount of time, a couple of us moved to different places. We became a little more separated geographically than we had been before. So that played into it as well. And we had to work, you know, kind of work on practicing in a different way than we had previously, just getting together more on weekends or things like that. So we had to plan things more strategically, and we decided to do complete demos of the new album, so that took time, but I think it really benefited when we finally recorded the real thing. And let's see, during that time period, our old bass player Sanford was getting busier with his production work, and so he and I had a conversation that, you know, he sort of gave us the go-ahead to move on without him playing bass anymore, but he still wanted to be involved in whatever way that he could. And so we did get a new bass player in Zach Livingston, and Zach and Tim and Aaron and Ryan had all played in other bands together. So we brought people in that were all sort of part of the family anyway. I don't think we would have just asked anybody to join who we didn't already have a musical history with. So yeah, we just, a lot happened in that time period, a lot of like foundational work to get us to the point where we could move forward in a like really productive way.
Did this also change the music, this whole process over the past 6 years?
Not really. I mean, it has changed in some way. Yeah, I think we're a tighter band than we've ever been. There's more. I think doing the demos for the whole album really helped. We felt more confident going into recording the record than we had ever on any previous Minsk record. Actually, a couple months before we recorded, Ryan, our drummer, had to leave, so we got our now drummer Kevin came in and filled in. So, but both of those guys played on the album. So, a lot of stuff happened. I could probably take an hour to give all the ins and outs of it, but yeah, it basically. We just knew we had time, and so we decided to take as much time as we needed to make the best album that we could, the thing that we would be most happy with.